Welcome to the Binge or Cringe Tunes podcast with Jimmy and Rocko.
Hello, and welcome to Binge or Cringe Tunes. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Rocko. We evaluate song based on artistic and technical merits. If you want to know more about our backgrounds, you can listen to episodes 1 through 5.
Okay, for this episode, we have a song submitted by Y.K.D called Notice. And be warned, there's profanity. So let's listen.
Guess you always cooking up.
They thought I would know us. She backed off that dress, let's do this. I turn around like, baby, go hold us. I dream it to bit for myself, but I love it so much you didn't notice. I jump out like, oh, here we go, but I'm still trying to learn how to really like focus. I'ma be more like motherfucking us. They thought I would know us. She backed off that dress, let's do this. I turn around like, baby, go hold us. I dream it to bit for myself, but I love it so much you didn't notice. I jump out like, oh, here we go, but I'm still trying to learn how to really like focus. I'ma be more like motherfucking us. I used to dream too much, I used to think too much. Oh wait, I'm the same. I used to flirt too much, I used to talk too much. See, I'm a little bit vain. I take a shot, then cut. Hold on, there's some really good stuff. Yo, what's the bottom name? I used to try too much, now I just don't feel stuff. See, I fell in love with pain. Maybe it's deep, you see. Maybe it's all part of me, and it is what it is. Maybe she's scared I'll leave. Maybe she ain't what I need, she ain't even got pics. Still here screaming fuck sleep. Ironic I do it for my dream, I just feel like it fits. If you ever see what I see, look the whole day in my jeans, you won't come out of this. They thought I would notice. She backed off her dress, let's do this. I turn around like, baby, go hold us. I dream it to bed for myself, but I love it so much you didn't notice. I jump out like, oh, here we go, but I'm still trying to learn how to really like focus. I'ma be more like motherfucking us. They thought I would notice. She backed off her dress, let's do this. I turn around like, baby, go hold us. I dream it to bed for myself, but I love it so much you didn't notice. I jump out like, oh, here we go, but I'm still trying to learn how to really like focus. I'ma be more like motherfucking us.
Used to put a hot water on a chair vapor like a stay smoke. I know. Used to down shots just to pull up on your bitch like hey ho. I flow. Used to chase business till I realized what boss like wait whoa. Fuck no. I guess I used to do a lot of shit until I realized I'm the one though.
They thought I would notice. She backed off her dress, let's do this. I turn around like, baby, go hold us. I dream it to bed for myself, but I love it so much you didn't notice. I jump out like, oh, here we go, but I'm still trying to learn how to really like focus. I'ma be more like motherfucking us. They thought I would notice. She backed off her dress, let's do this. I turn around like, baby, go hold us. I dream it to bed for myself, but I love it so much you didn't notice. I jump out like, oh, here we go, but I'm still trying to learn how to really like focus. I'ma be more like motherfucking us.
All right. Now that we've listened to the song, Rocko, what are your thoughts?
Well, the intro sounds like it's slowed down, and I find it's a little long. There's Latinx feel to the backing guitar pattern. I like when the bass drops. I find the vocals muffled, so I cannot make them out at some times, and although there's profanity, that part I seem to have picked up. The flow is nice, and the chorus does have a good hook. Lyrics, okay, this feels like a quick way to get away with not coming up with rhymes. The majority of the song lyrically is repeated, so there's two short verses, and the first verse revolves around the same word to rhyme with. So they use the word much, for example. It appears 5 times. It's a little lazy in my mind because there's lots of words that can rhyme with much. And also in the English language, you can cheat a lot. You can rhyme much with Dutch, with lush. I mean, there's plenty of ways to make things rhyme in English language. So that for me felt a little lazy. I think it needs some help in the mix as well because there's some clarity I need in the production. Otherwise, As far as the song is concerned, on the first listen, it was decent. Jimmy, what would you say as far on the technical merits?
Okay, overall, there are several problems here, and I'll just go through them in any random order, actually. On dynamic range, we're at 8.5, which is acceptable. Your crest factor is very low. I believe there's not enough dynamic range on this tune, or at least dynamics on it. The average LU is at 8.5, which is really good, actually, which is surprising considering some of the other anomalies. Your spectrum, you're using the full spectrum of the frequency. That's good. Your stereo correlation is down at 70%, which is still okay. Maybe a little higher would be nicer. Your peak level now is a real big issue. You're peaking at 1.7 dBs. So that's already 1.7 over 0, and 0 is the theoretical maximum ceiling. Typically, they recommend you stay 2 to 3 decibels below 0. So you probably got to fix that. Your monocompatibility is fine. Your average LUFS is at minus 10.4, which is also again on the high side based on streaming services standard at 14, minus 14. And lastly, your tonal balance for the type of tune this is, basically your high frequency is a little off. I believe, if I remember correctly, they were a little on the high side, and the rest of the frequency balance was okay. So generally, this tune could use some better mixing and engineering. That's what I have to say, Rocko.
Okay, perfect. Because I mean, I was noticing that pretty much just as a listener, and you're pretty much confirming that.
Okay, so thank you for listening to this week's Binge or Cringe Tunes, and we welcome you back next week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for listening to the Binge or Cringe Tunes podcast with Jimmy and Rocko here at Anchor FM. Until next time.